Hey folks, welcome to the Mike Lopez TV Show. I'm your host, ACMike. We'll bring you all things Atlantic City, politics, sports, dining, entertainment, and so much more. Our first guest tonight is Lisa Johnson, president and owner of Lisa Johnson Communications. Our second guest will be Edbelinda Nambo, program coordinator for the Office of Multicultural Services for the City of Atlantic City. So stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Our first guest is Lisa Johnson, president and owner of Lisa Johnson Communications. Lisa, welcome to the show.
Mike, thanks so much for having me. This is fun.
Listen, it's good. This is getting commonplace now. We just had you on the radio
That
show.
was great.
We did about 45 minutes, but today, folks, we're going to give you a break. Nah, you're going to have to check both of them out. We're going to go for a little bit. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this interview, tell folks a little bit about yourself, please.
Sure. Lisa Johnson. I own Lisa Johnson Communications. Many of the people from around here know me from NBC 40. I was a news anchor there for many years and news director. Then I briefly did what Ted Greenberg does, covering the shore for NBC 10, and moved out to Vegas, CBS news anchor, and then switched gears and went into PR at Las Vegas Sands. The Venetian opened the Palazzo and opened Blue Man Group and Phantom of the Opera and all the top entertainment in Las Vegas.
One of my favorite shows, that Blue Man Group.
Oh,
Gosh.
that's great. And then came back here and started my own PR firm.
So, I mean, you're here, you're all over the place. They say that I'm all over the place. That's not
I
true,
don't
folks. It's her. She's all over the place. Listen, let's dive into this right now because summer 2023 is coming very soon. Again, we have to get through the rest of the winter, a little bit of spring. But that water park, there's a property out there off of New Jersey Avenue on the boardwalk, the Showboat Hotel, Atlantic City, doing wonderful things, whether it's the Lucky Snake Arcade, Raceway, I could go on and on. But tell us about that Showboat water park, Island Water Park.
Well, you might even know more than I do. I know you're out there every single day, but it's really exciting. $100 million water park, indoor water park. It's the only water park in the world that faces the ocean. And BART just has so many amazing things planned for it. I mean, obviously it's geared towards families, but also adults. So there's going to be like a salon in there where you can get your manicures done, pedis done. Of course, you know, great places for the kids and spots, but it's a lot of fun, and we're right on track for opening in May.
And that's what I was going to ask. I mean, it seems riding around the city and whatnot, they're there on the weekend, just getting it done. May 2023, you think?
I've been told, absolutely.
I'm not going to put you on the spot,
No.
even if it's down the road a little bit. It's happening this summer, though.
It's definitely happening this summer.
So there you go, all you naysayers, and we love you as well, and we'll go down the slide with you. It's happening, it's going on, and it's just such a positive thing. To stay with the water park for a second, there's going to be food options,
Yes.
and people will be able to book it for parties,
Different
certain sections.
restaurant venues,
Right.
definitely party spots. There's going to be like bachelor and bachelorette spots where you can have, you know, private parties, and then, you know, the family parties for the kids, the birthday parties. A lot of different restaurants, bars, different venues, and yes, you could buy the whole water park.
Wow, so there you go. I mean, love that.
Not quite sure what that price tag would be. Yeah.
It'd be a lot. But again, just happening. You would have thought, again, not to naysay or be negative, that in Atlantic City we would have a water park by then, but my man Bart Bladstein and team, that Tower Investment team, has done it, and we love him for it, and
Yes.
I can't wait to go down that slide. Now listen, we're going to switch gears a little bit to one of my near and dear favorite. Lisa is all over the place, and I think more food than anything. But whatever you do is great.
I do.
But when you talk food and you talk girasol, tell us about what's going on there. One of my favorite places, and I'm going to share this with our viewers, get to walk the building that I live in. We get to do like a back thing, Goodfellas type thing. If you live in the building, you go in the back door.
I know exactly.
You get greeted by Gino and Sue and all the others. Tell us about what's happening there.
Girasole, Gino just celebrated 30 years in that location. And when he first opened, people said there were 3 other Italian restaurants before him that all failed in that spot. They're like, you're crazy. Nope. And he goes to Italy several times a year, gets the top ingredients. That's why it's so amazing. Everything is fresh. Like for Valentine's Day, he can't even say specifically what the menu is going to be because he'll be buying it the day before. Everything is fresh. Everything is fabulous. I mean, he's known for his carpaccios, his pizzas, any dish you get, homemade pasta, and it is a family. Like you said, it's like escaping to the Mediterranean, and his whole family comes and welcomes you, and Giro Soleil just keeps going strong. 3 decades.
It's 3 decades long, and when you said that there's 3 different restaurants that have tried there, I did not know that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I know the spot as Giro Soleil, and just... It's a wonderful place. Again, family, a little chicy too. Got that vibe. Giro Soleil, friends and family at home. Sunflower, right? Right.
Yes. Right. And he just refreshed it too. So he has all new designs. I mean, it's still Versace,
right.
But and with COVID, he increased his outdoor patio size on the sidewalk. So it keeps growing and evolving, and his menu keeps growing and evolving. But you're just never disappointed. It's amazing.
And from the menu, brick oven pizza.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that? What they do there with that?
You're going to make me hungry.
Yeah.
He has a new, and I wish I could describe it better, but he has a new dough that is incredible, that when you're eating it, it doesn't weigh you down. You feel light while you're eating the pizza. So you come in and order the pizza. You let me know when you want to come in and try that pizza.
I definitely will. I mean, and I'm sending that, oh my goodness, because my lady at home is always telling me to stay away from the bread and the pizza, so
it's a light
pizza that doesn't, I'm
Yes.
going to remember that. I'm writing that down. Now here we go, we're going to switch gears, but we're going to go right up the street in Atlantic City to Atlantic Avenue, to one of my favorite places out there in front of McClinton Park, O'Donnell Park, with Stockton University right next door. Good Dog.
Yes.
Good Dog. Tell us about, we've been hearing this. Pat Fasano was in my ear a few years ago. My friends from Philly are coming, Mike.
We have had Good Dog, great PR, I must say, myself, that we have really gotten the name out there that they are coming to Atlantic City. Good Dog Bar, 19 years ago, started in Center City, Philadelphia. It's become an iconic neighborhood stop. Great bar, great restaurant. You know, you've eaten there. Fabulous food, fabulous. Now they're bringing their sister restaurant bar to Atlantic City. And they are on track for opening in mid to late March. So fabulous stuff too. I mean, the food, amazing. So it's not your classic bar food. It has upscale dishes, and they have like coastal cuisine. Chef Carolyn, who's up in Philadelphia, will also be overseeing Atlantic City, and she is just so excited about the coastal cuisine. So there is going to be a little bit of a different menu, but there's staples that everybody loves. The Good Dog Burger, which is amazing. The lamb meatball sandwich, incredible. I mean, everything they do is just top notch.
So we had the lamb over in Philly, and it was delicious. We went it was last winter we went a couple times. And again, just a great vibe. The upstairs, will there be an upstairs as well at this one here?
So exactly, so it's 2 levels, 2 bars, 2 giant bars on the ground level and the second level, and the upstairs is also going to have games, be a game room as well.
And I take it, a little bird chirped in my ear that there'll be some competition going on sometime this winter for getting your dog up on the wall.
Oh, yes.
Talk to us about that.
Actually, right now.
Okay.
So anyone who would love to see their dog up on the wall, you send in a photo, go to gooddogbar.com, and the directions, the information for submitting your photos is there. You have to have black and white. It has to be 5x7. You can drop it off at Good Dog Bar AC or mail it in, and then they're going to select, and I don't know how many they're going to select to begin with, but they'll do this every year, and they're going to select the dogs, and the dogs they select will be hung on the wall.
That's awesome. Sort of like the palm of
Yes.
dogs, right? I love it. Listen, also, what I've been hearing about Good Dog is there's going to be a space for the dogs to come hang out with you.
Absolutely. So,
Sort of hang out.
If you've gone by and you see there's a side, they have the civil rights side, and then they've got a side that has all the fun dogs, big colorful mural. That's where the doggy patio area is going to be. And it's probably not opening until we get to warmer weather, but it's definitely happening, and you can bring your pooch and sit outside and enjoy a cold one.
Love it. So much has been going on and being said. We talked about Showboat briefly, and dog friendly, right?
Yes.
And now Good Dog, dog friendly. Bring your pets. So it's so cool. It's so cool. And as a guy who wasn't a big and in his older ages, stages of life, a dog person, and fell in love with dogs back again. It's cool to bring them around and just to interact and hang out with you. It's unheard of here in Atlantic City. Yeah, unheard of here in Atlantic City. Now, one of my favorite places that I don't get to go much La Mer. Talk to us about that. Cape May, we're going to go down the Parkway a little bit.
It's phenomenal. So La Mer Beachfront Resort in Cape May, it's on the quiet side of Cape May,
Right.
and they just underwent renovation a couple of years ago.
There's a quiet side of Cape May?
There's a quiet side of Cape
thought it
May,
was all quiet.
honestly.
I love it.
And they have a restaurant, the Pier House Restaurant, and there's going to be a big announcement coming up in the next couple of months about their restaurant there, so you'll be the first to know, Mike Lopez. And it's just wonderful. We love staying there. Dennis, my fiance, and I go down there all the time. The food is incredible. The chef is amazing. The atmosphere. They have beach cabanas, and you don't have to be a guest at the hotel. You can go to the restaurants. You can sit outside. They have live music. It's free all summer, all during the warmer weather in the spring, going into the fall. They have great fall festivals, and they're becoming known for their annual Christmas tree lighting.
Love it. You know, what a beautiful town. My younger sister turned me on to Cape May many years ago. I just kind of like went and left, but it's so beautiful. The restaurants are off the hook, and I'm definitely going to give you a call for this La Mer.
Well, we're foodies.
Yeah,
so,
that's it. Yeah. So you and my Lisa are foodies,
Yes.
and then me and you, Dennis and I, will just come along. Exit Zero Ferry. Tell us about what's going on with that.
So Exit Zero Filling Station has been in Cape May and has won all sorts of accolades and awards. They just contracted the ferry terminal. So they have a several-year lease for the ferry terminal. They've taken it over, and this past summer, they opened an outdoor bar on the pier, right where the ferry is, so you can watch the ferry coming and going. And so that's reopening come spring. And they opened 2 new restaurants. On the second floor is a gourmet restaurant, and on the ground floor, Exit Zero Ferry Station, just like the filling station.
Right.
And they have outdoor events. They have an amazing lawn. So really, really cool spot to visit.
Again, it's beautiful. It's in our Jersey shore. Just such a blessed place in which we live. We got a couple minutes left here. There was something going on Tennessee Avenue, too. And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but we got a minute or two if you want to throw that in there. And I'd love for you to.
Absolutely. So they're having many different events. And the Bar 32 has chocolate and wine tastings. And the owner, Mark Colazzo, has wine classes. And Lee Sanchez, another owner, has mixology classes. One interesting thing to note is Scott Cronick and the chef of Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall came up with a burger called the Menu Burger. And if you've seen the movie The Menu, it really pokes fun at foodies like Lisa and me, and how we're all like, oh, there's a pretty flower on the plate. Well, and in the end, it comes out that the perfect meal might just be the perfect cheeseburger. Well, the chef created what we think is the most perfect cheeseburger, and Dennis and I just tasted it last weekend. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, and it's not on the menu. You have to come in and ask for the special menu cheeseburger. And they're doing events. Like I know we're right in the middle of Mardi Gras season. They're doing Mardi Gras events and all the holidays. So yeah, Tennessee Avenue, Orange Loop, killing it.
Cool place to be, whether it's the Irish pub down the road or 32, Chocolate 32, or Cuzzies or whatnot. Was just at Rhythm and Spirits this past week, and First Fridays, which was an amazing time with Eddie Morgan and what Mark Colazzo and the others.
Wonderful. I saw that.
Yeah, are doing wonderful things. So listen, you got so much stuff going on. Real quick, let folks know again where they can find you. We got a minute. It's all yours.
Oh, thank you. Well, first off, thank you so much for having me on the show. This is absolutely amazing. And seeing all the students, like, it's just such a great studio. It brings me back to my TV days. So I just have the best clients in the world. And as you know, because you frequent so many of them, so thank you for this opportunity for me to be able to talk about them. Anyone that's interested in Lisa Johnson Communications and PR, they can find me at lisajohnsоncommunications.com or go to my Facebook page, Lisa Johnson Communications, or my personal page, Lisa Johnson. And I'm real easy to find, and I love what I do, and I love Atlantic City. I was born here. I was raised in Atlantic City and Pleasantville in the beginning of my life, and then Linwood and Northfield. And I'm glad I lived out in Las Vegas for 7 years, but I'm glad to be back home and doing what I love and promoting these wonderful clients. And I can't wait to see you go down that water slide, Mike Lopez.
We're going to do it. I'm getting in shape as we speak. Thank you so much for coming out, Lisa Johnson. Thanks again to Lisa Johnson for being a guest on our show. Stick around, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Our next guest is Edbelinda Mimi Nambo, Program Coordinator for the Office of Multicultural Services for the City of Atlantic City. Mimi, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Mike. Thank you.
I love that handshake and that smile, folks. Listen, Before we get into the services of the multicultural department and what you do out there, tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Okay, so a lot of people in the community calls me Mimi. That's my nickname in the community. I have over 25 years of experience in government. I come from the state of Michigan. I have an associate's degree from Oakland Community College, but I think I have a doctor's in the street with the diverse community and the privilege that I've had throughout the years of building relationships with our beautiful, diverse community in the city of Atlantic City. At this time, I work for the Department of Health and Human Services under the Office of Multicultural Services. Our office consists of various programs and events. Our goal is to be cultural sensitive. How do we do that, Mike? By being cultural sensitive and showing cultural respect. So we have a number of things that we do. For instance, when the client comes into City Hall to conduct business as usual, our goal is to be cultural sensitive by providing translation. If anyone wants to pay their taxes and they have, due to the language barrier, they contact our office. We're located at room 406, and they will come, call one of us. We have a great team. The director there is Director Barnes, and then we have Rashida Nelson, supervisors, and we have great program specialists. We have Vietnamese, Bengali, Spanish. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you, and thanks again for the opportunity, is we have a number of events that we feel that will be showing cultural respect throughout our diverse community. We're going to be starting with our first flag raising ceremony, which will be on February 27. That will be the Dominican Republic celebrating their 179th year of independence. That event will take place over at the courtyard at City Hall, which is located at 1301 Backrack Boulevard. We will have guest speakers follow the ceremony. We will have food that will be authentic to the Dominican Republic.
So that's awesome, February 27th. And we really don't want to date ourselves, but we believe this interview will be aired at that time. One of the big things I want to give a shout out to Mayor Marty Small for putting you in the position that you're in, and those of you, what you're doing there. Because again, with Atlantic City, I know it's in the 5th ward, which I live. It's probably 26, 27 different ethnicities, and to have someone come in and not know where they're going to go or what office or what they're going to talk about pauses our residents, whether it's residents or people that want to put on an event. So I applaud you for what you're doing there. It's awesome. One of the things that I know for a fact, there was a time, and we're not talking names or whatever, that going into City Hall was a rough way to go. And I hear it more and more and more that there's an easy way to work, translations, very transparent. So we appreciate that. Talk a little bit more with the flag raising. I love the fact that you said it's going to be the ethnic food and whatnot. So go on.
Yeah, so listen, again, the mayor was the one. There's only 2 offices in the state of New Jersey, number 2 being Atlantic City. The goal, Mike, is to be the example to other municipalities due to the diversity throughout the state of New Jersey to open up our multicultural office. So again, that customer service when that client comes in, whether it's because they're a resident or they're coming into their city to conduct business as usual, is to get that great customer service. And our mayor is very, very strong on that, on providing the best customer service. That's why our office was created. And so the flag raising ceremony, we got several of them. One of the things that I wanted to share with you, we want to give a shout out to Stockton, Michael Cagno, the executive director at the Arts Garage, our director, Rashida Nelson, and we met with him and we kind of showed him the vision of doing the different flag raising ceremonies. He did not hesitate to offer us an area so that we could have a display. So for instance, for the Dominican Republic, for the month of February, from February 1st to the end of February, you can go visit the Arts Garage, and there will be a display of different items and traditional things to educate those about the culture. One of the things that we're implementing in every event, as a program coordinator, I just want to share with you that my job is to design, execute, events and programs with an educational component. So one of the things that we're doing at everything that we do is that we're doing what's called 5 fun facts. So for instance, one of the 5 fun facts that I'm going to share with you today is that did you know that the Dominican Republic flag is the only flag in the world that has the Bible?
Very nice.
Right. So
that.
everyone at every flag raising ceremony will be having a piece of paper with 5 fun facts. The goal is to educate, have fun, and learn about different diversities. The second flag raising ceremony is going to be Ghana. Ghana is going to be on Monday, March 6th. And that's going to be also at the City Hall courtyard. That will be the first flag raising that Ghana has in the history of Atlantic City. Ghana has an association in Atlantic City, and they also have what's called a South Jersey and Ghanaian Association, and that will be at 12:30 as well, followed by authentic food.
Right.
Also, don't forget to stop by the Arts Garage, because from March 1st to March 15th, we will have a display of some of the items so that people can learn and educate about the different cultures.
Love it.
For the Ghana. From March 15 to April 15, we're going to be promoting at the Arts Garage the Bangladesh. As you know, we have a large Bangladesh community in the great city of Atlantic City, and the Arts Garage is going to not only allow us to have a display, but because they love the idea of promoting culture at the Arts Garage, they're going to provide us with a 10 by 30 space.
Nice.
After March. Yes, so on March 15 to April 15, we're going to have a bigger space that will give us an opportunity to put more items of the countries that we promote as we do these flag raising ceremonies. On April 15 will be the Bengali New Year's, so we'll be organizing something very nice, and we're just excited to have the opportunity to educate and bring diversity to the map in the great city of Atlantic City.
And that's awesome. Listen, when you say all that, it's all a mouthful, but there's so much great information being put out there by your office and what we're doing in Atlantic City, not only for those specific groups of ethnicity, but it's for all of us to join in, and that's the beauty of what goes on in Atlantic City. Again, it's like no other place I've ever lived. Not that I've lived all over the world and whatnot, but the culture, whether it's, you got everything there, from African American to Latino to America. That is America. I kid you not, I don't want to sound corny. But I also see on our sheet a little bit here too, you also deal with other, issues in the city, not just parties, but they're not parties with no purpose. And you spoke of your 5 components. Little gambling prevention programs and stuff like that. I'm going to touch on that because we are in, the casino city, and whether it's going into the casinos and betting or doing what you do, or doing it on your phone right now.
Yes.
Talk to us about that a little bit, please.
You know what? Let me tell you, first and foremost, the month of March is Gambling Prevention Month.
Right.
And one of the things that we do every Thursday is that we go to the Bangladesh Community Center, and we assist the team with distributing food. Not only that we do that, we have an opportunity to engage with individuals.
Right.
And we don't just hear people, we listen. So one of the things that was the conversation was gambling. So, we picked up the phone, contact 1-800-GAMBLER, and Mr. Vince didn't hesitate. He's like, Miss Nambo, what date? So that will be on March 23rd. Thanks to Jasmine for assisting me. Hope, the team that we have at City Hall, listen, they are amazing. And I just want to thank you, Mike, for the opportunity of allowing us to promote our diversity. And with that being said, we won't be able to finish this show without giving you your flowers. You're the type of person that bring smiles and joy to many people's lives through your social media platforms, to just speaking to you. The way your heart and your passion to Atlantic City does not go unnoticed. So on behalf of your team here, on behalf of the small administration, on behalf of the Office of Multicultural, we want to present you a certificate of appreciation for your hard work in front of everyone here.
Wow, I appreciate that. That's so nice. Listen, Mimi, thank you so much to you, the staff in here, Atlantic City, Mayor Marty Small. Thank you so much.
Certificate of recognition presented to Mike Lopez, ACMike Show, in grateful appreciation of your dedication and outstanding commitment to the great city of Atlantic City. Can we say great day?
Great day.
Yes.
Listen, love it. I don't like surprises, but these type of surprises I do. I appreciate what you do, and again, I really believe with this, what you're doing in this office here helps so many people in so many different areas, whether it be gambling and all these great celebrations that have an educational component. So, Mimi, thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate everything you do for the city of Atlantic City and your department. It's been a pleasure, and I can't wait till we do this again. If there's anything else you have to say or tell people, please do now.
Yes, you know what? We have a lot of upcoming events, including our Appreciation Music Series. Please call us at 609-347-6492. I'll repeat that number one more time, 609-347-6492. Thank you for having me, Mike. Thank you.
Listen, it was a pleasure. Thanks again to Mini Nambo for being on our show today. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. Thank you for the certificate also. Hey folks, it's our belief here at the Mike Lopez TV Show that you, our viewers and guests, bring the show to life. Thanks to each and every one of you for joining us tonight. To learn more about AC Mike, go to acmikej.com, on Facebook, AC Mike, Mike Lopez, and LiveWorkPlayAC. And on Instagram, you could find me at ACMikeNJ. If you enjoyed watching today's show, you can also listen to my radio show on WOND Radio, 1400 AM, 92.3 FM, WONDradio.com on the World Wide Web. So, Monday through Friday, make sure you listen to me. On Sundays, we're also on from 11 till noon. Folks, remember to live, work, play AC, and I'll see you on the 48.